Hello everyone, and before we get started, I'd like to quickly thank you guys for reaching 500 subscribers. It's a pretty big thing for a starting out channel, considering that I only just started a month ago, but it's really not a big enough milestone that I can really celebrate it any conventional way that you would celebrate a subscriber milestone. So that's why I'm putting it at the beginning of one of my guides, but thank you guys. And right back to Battleborn Character guides. Today we're talking about the Baron himself, Lord of the Universe, and soon-to-be Ferret owner. That's right, we're talking about Gunnar Kleese. Gunnar Kleese is the former director of the LLC's Minion Robotics, the company that makes all those tiny little robots you slaughter on the daily. He was dismissed soon after he discovered that the Magna Carta had gone offline. The Magna Carta is a sort of supercomputer that houses an AI that is completely safe and has all the Magnus connected to it in order to keep them all in check. If you didn't know, Magnus are kind of a big deal. They are an AI that, when the proper safety measures aren't in place, are very deadly. Well, it turns out the only safety measure was the Magna Carta. So now some Magnus like Isaac are free-willed and bloodthirsty. Lucky for Kleese, though, he contacted the right guy about the Magnus issue and was picked up by Galt as one of the Battleborn. He now spends his time aboard the ship Magnus Nova, who he is now Chief Science Officer of. He keeps things running clean and slightly less murderous. Well, until he gets on the battlefield. Kleese is a shield healer, support, and territory control character, meaning he can take a point and own it most of the time. He's great for capture, but sadly he is extremely easy to kill if he doesn't get set up first and is easily punished for wandering. But as an interesting surprise, he is also the strongest health healer in the game if you pick the right helix option. So let's take a look at what makes him so strong for this playstyle. Kleese's primary attack is his wrist laser, a rapid-fire energy weapon with no recoil, unlimited range, and ammo. This makes it pretty good for destroying minions from a safe place or dishing out damage while behind your crew. Plus, you can take care of turrets for your team. Shock Taser is his secondary. It's a very high-skill weapon. No, it really isn't. Never mind. It homes, never misses, and only fires when you're able of hitting your target. But it does consume ammo. It takes up chair energy, which is used for your double jump. With a certain helix upgrade, it can chain to an additional enemy. This is his best damage ability, but it puts Kleese in danger if you use it while chasing, so don't get tunnel vision. His passive is pretty straightforward. You get increased shield capacity per level, and you get a double jump. I wouldn't use the double jump though, as it makes you float slowly and leaves you very vulnerable to ranged opponents who can easily wipe you out. On to his skills. The first skill, Energy Rift, is what really makes him. Just like Umbra's Sunspot, his energy rifts are dual function. Kleese deploys a single rift up to a maximum of 3. This rift pulsates and causes 83 damage to enemies, but also restores teammate shields by 83 within range every 3 seconds. Energy rifts are powerful, and half the time the enemies just ignore them. Place a few on a point and use your taser, and you've got yourself some enemies well done. Or just sit on the rifts and make sure you're very hard to kill. But make sure you punish those who try to destroy your rifts. If they aren't fighting you, then you should be able to take advantage of that. Kleese's energy mortars are as clear. Sort of. They're very weak. Kleese fires 6 mortars at his target location, dealing 22 damage per mortar and deals bonus damage to shields. This ability is so weak. I almost never use it. You can build into them to make them stronger, but if you do that, it makes you easier to kill. If you use it at all, use it at the start of a fight when the enemy still has their shields. If they don't have shields, then you're wasting your time. You do much more damage with your primary or secondary. Finally, his ult, Black Hole. It's really good. Kleese summons a black hole, and after a short time it pulls enemies toward the center, dealing 334 damage. This can be used in a lot of different ways, and they are all useful, like when you want to break up a team fight, or help Umbra or any other character land their ult. You could also use it to kill enemies who are running away or get them to stop running. Or best of all, you can use it to save your ass. You got a couple of haters chasing you down? Then drop this at your feet and keep going. Instant hater be gone. Alright you guys, now time for the fun/long part. We're doing the helix. Now, Again, as usual, this is my preferred stuff. This isn't necessarily the end-all be-all. You can use whatever you want. This is just some stuff for my playstyle, which is usually healer and shock taser damage. Because, like, the shock taser is really easy to kill people with, and when it's something that easy, you should kind of take advantage of it. Alright, for one, this one, it doesn't really matter. Like, this is for your mortars, not mortars. Right side is Energy Rift, and that gives it 50% bonus damage to shields, which can be pretty helpful, but if someone's close enough to get to your rifts, they've probably already taken shield damage from you, so it's not that great. And Shocking Twist gives you shield heals on your mortar. It's alright. It's not great. You're not really gonna use your mortars at all, and you're especially not gonna use them intentionally on a teammate. You'll accidentally hit them. It doesn't matter on the first level. Alright. Second level, on the right, you've got 100% current shield as damage added to your mortars. But the problem with this one is it does increase the damage of the mortars and makes them better to use. But the problem is every time you use your mortars, you'll deplete your entire shield, leaving you with nothing but Kleese's health. At base level, Kleese only has 738 health. You take away his shield, you're taking away about half his entire health. On the left is add slows to mortars. That can be alright. It's good if someone's running away and you need just a couple seconds to finish up charging your shock taser to finish him off. Third level, the right option is shock taser now arcs into additional targets. I always get this one, no question. The one on the left is your chair using the shock taser button, your left trigger or your L2 while in the air on Kleese's chair. You'll slam down, do a ground pound, and do damage. I never thought of a situation in which that I would want to be that close to an enemy, so I just never got it. The middle one is your wrist cannon now turns into rather a single shot blaster that's automatic. It turns into a semi-automatic blaster, and it can charge. It can do up to, I think, 300 damage with a full charge, and even more if it's a headshot. It's really hard to hit. It's kind of a sniping tool. That's kind of up to you, though. I mean, it works against tanks pretty alright. Level 4, right side is energy mortars can be charged up by shooting at them, and when they reach maximum charge, they'll explode, dealing 133 damage. This damage actually goes up based on a variety of factors, which I don't know any of them. I just know that sometimes the damage is higher than what it says. But this is alright for lane clear, but what I do is on the left is I get energy rifts linked to each other, because when they link to each other they get a greater effect, which means more damage to nearby enemies, more shield healing. It's just it makes your rifts, which are already good, even better. So I usually go with left. Number 5, on the right is whenever Kleese dies, his tactical battle chair explodes for 233 damage. Kleese will die a lot. You probably will die a lot with Kleese. He's really easy to die with. Like I said, he's got at level 1 a total max health, shields and health included, of 1,200, I think, which is I think the lowest amount on any character in the game. The middle option is, well, for one, I don't like to choose the right one because I don't like relying on dying to kill somebody. It feels wrong to rely on you dying to actually be successful. It's just weird. In the middle, his extended battery life increases your chair energy by 10. This is good if you want to shock taser more, but the real star of this part of the tree is the left option. 120 health per second to nearby teammates. This is the strongest heal in the entire game. You will not find a higher heal rate than this. Don't let your teammates back. Just go up, rub up on them, and give them some of that sweet, sweet chair health. Honestly, this is too good of an ability to pass up. You should always get the heal chair. Even though it says don't call it a heal chair. I'm calling it a heal chair. Alright, this one is Right side, extra mortars. This is alright. I picked this a lot until I got the middle one. The middle one is reduced cooldown time on energy rifts by 33%. I go with that one now every time. And the one on the left is an extra rift. The cooldown time for a rift is 14 seconds without any cooldowns. So the chances of you sitting there long enough to use all 4 of your rifts is unlikely. But with cooldown time, you can put down all 3 of your rifts in a pretty good amount of time. I think it's 12 or 11 seconds cooldown. Yeah. Level 7, energy. The right one, energy mortars now fire at the same time. I usually get this one because there's not really anything else that's good on this tree. But again, this part of the tree, the 7, doesn't matter. You can pick anything on here and it really doesn't matter. The right one, you fire all your mortars at the same time. The middle one, you fire them and they bounce before they hit enemies. They don't do impact damage anymore, so if you want to hit enemies, you got to aim at the ground just in front of them and rely on the mortars to bounce into them, which is, it's just weird. You get used to it after a while, but it's not a good way to play. I don't enjoy it. And the left one, killing an enemy with mortars will recharge Kleese's shield. The mortars do 22 damage per mortar. That means at base you do 66, 88, I think... Oh shit. You got me doing math now. $132 damage. You'll do 132 damage at max with all your mortars being launched at someone. Unless you go for extra mortars or you go for enhanced mortars. I wouldn't pick this one. So, really, just the right one. Get all your mortars out at once. Don't waste any time. Quicker mortars out, quicker into laser. Alright, number 8. On the right is the one I pick. An extra 25% damage added onto your shock taser. You get that, and that makes Kleese's laser his strongest damage ability. Even with the extra arcing, that already makes it really good. This makes a good thing even better. The one on the left increases maximum shield strength. I think it's based off a percentage of your total shield strength. So for me, it's always been about 125 extra or 130, which is a pretty good amount. You can go for that if you want it. Extra shields means extra alive Kleese. Number 9 is right side, increases the pulse speed of energy rifts, 33% reduced pulse time. This is what I usually go for. The one on the left is an extra 500 health on your rifts. Your rifts don't have much health, but it's rare for someone to focus them long enough to get them all down, unless an Oscar might come by with a napalm grenade and lands it right on top of them, in which case it's rare that all your rifts are going to be gone. So I don't really go for maximum health, but you'll know better than me while you're playing which one you should pick, because if people are destroying your rifts a lot, you should probably go for maximum health. But if people are ignoring your rifts, make your rifts even better. Kill people quicker. Help your teammates faster. And the bottom one, it doesn't matter. It really depends on what you want. Right side, an extra 133 damage added onto your rifts. Again, this is a percentage-based number, so by the time you actually get to this point, it's about 343 extra damage onto your rift, which is doubling its damage. I usually go for that one, just because I can kill people who are running away. The middle one reduces the amount of time it takes before it pulls. So, it pulls people quicker, does damage quicker. The one on the left causes an overshield to friendly team members who are in range of it when it activates. Chances are when you're activating this ability, you're using it to get away from people, or you're using it to kill people. So the overshield isn't really that useful unless you're intentionally going out of your way to put your black hole on people. Anyway, that's it. Now we go on to gear. Now, because Kleese is so damn squishy, I put nothing but tank items on him to help him live a little longer. I feel like damage items don't give a very good return. You get a 10% damage increase, and what that'll do to Kleese is that'll only increase the damage of his shock taser by 4, which would put it at 49 damage per second. Which isn't great. Like, you might as well just go for tank and live longer. So what I got is I've got battery for shield strength, armor for health increase, and converters for shield recharge rate. That's pretty much it. If you guys like the video, I'd appreciate a like. If you don't like the video, give me a dislike, but please keep in mind I would appreciate some feedback if you do give a dislike. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check the comments to vote on which character comes up next. Oh wait, I can't do that because Alani's coming out on the 24th and we're doing Alani next. But I do have Galt done, and I will have a video for him after I'm done with Alani. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.